Once upon a time, in a little village tucked between rolling green hills and sparkling blue rivers, there lived a curious girl named Luna. Luna was 7 years old, with hair as dark as midnight and eyes that twinkled like stars when she smiled. She loved exploring more than anything else, often wandering farther than the other children dared to go. One sunny morning, Luna woke up to the sound of birds singing in perfect harmony outside her window. She stretched her tiny arms and whispered, "Today is going to be a day full of adventures." Beyond the village lay the whispering forest, a place that many adults said was magical, but a little dangerous. The trees were ancient, with trunks so wide that 5 children holding hands could barely encircle them. Their leaves shimmered with colors that seemed to change with every glance: emerald, jade, and even soft hints of silver. Birds and small animals of all kinds darted through the branches, and the air smelled of fresh moss, flowers, and something faintly sweet. Luna had always wondered why it was called the Whispering Forest. Some said the trees talked to each other, while others claimed that the wind carried secrets through the branches. Luna, being Luna, wanted to know for herself. As she stepped carefully along the forest path, she noticed the faintest whisper brushing against her ear. "Welcome, Luna," it said, so softly she almost thought she imagined it. She spun around, looking for the speaker, but there was no one, only the trees swaying gently in the morning breeze. "Hello," she called, her voice small but brave. "Who's there?" The whisper came again, clearer this time. "Follow the silver stream, and your heart will find the way." Luna's eyes widened. She had never seen a silver stream before. With curiosity bubbling inside her like a jar of shaken soda, she followed the winding path until she reached a narrow stream shimmering in sunlight. The water sparkled like liquid silver, and tiny fish flickered like ribbons of light beneath its surface. "Wow," Luna breathed. She dipped her fingers into the water and felt a tingle rush through her hand. This must be magic. As she followed the stream deeper into the forest, she noticed tiny footprints appearing along the muddy bank. They were not like ordinary animal prints. These had 3 small toes and glowed faintly in colors that reminded Luna of the rainbow after a summer rain. She bent down to examine them, and the whisper returned. "Follow the footprints. They will guide you to the heart of the forest." Luna's imagination soared. Maybe she was being led to fairies or talking animals. She ran as quickly as she could without splashing the silver water, hopping over stones and ducking under low-hanging branches. Birds chirped in excitement, almost as if they were cheering her on. Soon Luna reached a small clearing where sunlight poured down in golden beams. In the center of the clearing stood a circle of trees taller and grander than any she had ever seen. Their bark shimmered as if dusted with starlight, and their branches formed an arch high above, like the ceilings of a cathedral. At the base of the largest tree, Luna saw a tiny door carved into the trunk. Its handle was a swirl of silver, and a soft golden light glowed from the seams. The whisper spoke one last time. "Enter, Luna, for here begins your true adventure." With a deep breath, Luna pushed open the little door. Inside, she found herself in a room much bigger than the outside of the tree suggested. The walls sparkled with tiny lights that danced like fireflies, and shelves were filled with jars containing glimmering powders, colorful liquids, and miniature glowing stones. A soft hum filled the air, and in the middle of the room, perched on a golden stool, was a tiny creature with wings like crystal. "Hello, Luna," said the creature, bowing politely. "I am Feezy, keeper of the Whispering Forest. You have been chosen to help protect our magical home." "Chosen?" Luna echoed, eyes wide. "Me? But I'm just a girl from the village." Feezy smiled. "It is your courage, curiosity, and kind heart that make you special. The forest needs someone like you. Recently, shadows have begun to creep into our woods, dimming the colors and silencing the whispers. Only a true friend of the forest can restore its magic." Luna felt a shiver of excitement. "What can I do?" she asked. Feezy fluttered closer. "You must find 3 lost crystals of light. Each crystal is hidden in a part of the forest where the shadows have taken root. Only when all 3 are returned to the heart tree will the forest shine once more." Without hesitation, Luna agreed. Feezy handed her a tiny map made of silver leaves, which glimmered when Luna touched it. The map showed 3 locations: the Meadow of Mists, the Hollow of Echoes, and the Cave of Singing Stones. Her first stop was the Meadow of Mists, a place where soft clouds hovered just above the ground, and flowers as tall as Luna swayed gently, even without a breeze. As she stepped into the mist, Luna felt it tickle her skin. Strange shapes moved within the fog, and faint whispers seemed to surround her. "Don't be afraid," Luna whispered to herself, recalling Faezi's advice. She took careful steps, looking for any sign of the first crystal. After a few minutes, she noticed a faint glow beneath a cluster of silver-tipped flowers. There was the first crystal of light. It shimmered like liquid sunshine. As soon as she picked it up, the mist around her began to lift, and she could see the meadow in all its colorful glory. Butterflies with sparkling wings fluttered around her, and the flowers seemed to bow in thanks. Luna tucked the crystal safely into her satchel and headed toward the Hollow of Echoes. The hollow was darker, with towering rocks that seemed to whisper secrets as the wind passed through their cracks. Luna's footsteps echoed eerily, and she had to concentrate to keep from feeling nervous. She hummed a tune to herself, a song her grandmother had taught her, until the echoes joined in, forming a chorus. In the deepest part of the hollow, Luna found a pool of still water. Floating above it was the second crystal, glowing softly. Luna stretched out her hand carefully, and the crystal rose into her palm. Immediately, the hollow filled with warm light, and the whispers changed into cheerful laughter, like the voices of friends reunited. Finally, Luna approached the Cave of Singing Stones. The entrance was narrow, and a soft melody drifted from inside. The stones themselves seemed to sing, creating harmonies that resonated in Luna's chest. She followed the music, weaving through tunnels of sparkling rocks, until she reached a chamber where the third crystal hovered in the center. It glimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Just as Luna reached for it, a shadow darted across the chamber, trying to snatch the crystal away. Luna held her ground and remembered Faezi's words about courage and kindness. She spoke softly to the shadow. "I'm here to help, not to fight. The forest needs your help, too." The shadow hesitated, then slowly transformed into a small, timid fox with fur darker than midnight. Its eyes sparkled with gratitude. Luna patted the fox gently and picked up the third crystal. The fox ran ahead, guiding her out of the cave and back toward the heart tree. When all 3 crystals were placed at the roots of the heart tree, a brilliant light filled the forest. The leaves shimmered, the birds sang, and the flowers danced in the golden rays. The whispers returned, Clear and joyful, as if the forest itself was singing, Faizy appeared, clapping tiny hands. "You have done it, Luna. You have restored the magic of the whispering forest. The trees, the animals, and the streams will always remember your courage." Luna smiled, feeling a warmth in her heart. "I'll visit often," she promised. "I'll always be your friend." Faizy nodded. "And the forest will always be here for you, whenever you need it." As the sun began to set, Luna waved goodbye and walked back to the village. She felt taller somehow, braver, and filled with stories to tell. That night, as she lay in bed, she could still hear the soft whispers of the forest in her dreams, reminding her that magic was everywhere if you just had the courage to seek it. From that day on, Luna continued to explore, help others, and keep the secret of the whispering forest safe. And every time she walked by the edge of the trees, she could swear she heard a gentle voice say, "Thank you, Luna. Thank you, friend." And so Luna's adventures continued, for a heart full of curiosity and kindness could always find a new path, a new friend, and a new magic waiting just around the corner.